Hello and welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to be working on some thick 300 GSM watercolour paper. I'm just going to be doing a couple of expressive drawings, limiting myself to black and white and possibly one other colour, but to start off with it'll all be black and white. I'm going to be using Posca pens, so various different sizes of those, a little bit of acrylic paint in these little squeezy bottles, and a trusty biro. So we start off laying some very loose shaped lines and shapes down. You have to sort of trust that I'm gonna get there. Look very chaotic at first, but it does come together. I've got a couple of pens, which this one, like the nib, is totally wrecked, but it's quite useful for smudging and blending. So I've got another one here which has actually got some ink in it. You can run some white at the top and then smudge those together with the one that's wrecked. Helps just build a little bit of depth and shadow shading in there. So I think it's been running out for quite a while, this one, but I save it specifically for that purpose. So as you may or may not have spotted so far, I'm doing one of my usual signature heads, a couple of eyes, nose in this sort of area, mouth will be down here somewhere. Just keeping it really loose. Trying to vary up the different marks that I'm making. Afraid to get in there with your fingers when finger painting always so I just really like using my fingers, getting my hands dirty in the work. Around the very sort of loose, expressive beginnings, you can sort of start bringing in some more controlled lines. Tends to be how I work, but always trying to retain some sense of fluidity and expressiveness. Maybe start building up a little bit of texture with the biro. One of the cheapest tools that you can find, biro, but in terms of its value, it can be a very valuable tool, I find, in my work. So yeah. We've got a few pens here which are gone sort of beyond the pale in terms of, I've got a brand new one here that I can start getting towards restock time, I think, for a lot of me. Posca pens. The good thing is with the where I've used some of the pens which are maybe running out a bit, it's good for building depth anyway, because you get that kind of faded look, and then you can darken certain areas to build up a good sense of depth within your drawing. This is one of the first proper full-length videos I've done for my YouTube channel, so still learning time. I set my YouTube channel up a couple of years ago, but I've never got around to really doing much with it until now. So YouTube now is my focus at the moment, trying to build up some subscribers and new followers and take my work onto a new platform. You can find me on various places. I've been working on Instagram for quite a few years now, Facebook, the usual sort of suspects, but YouTube's a very new thing for me, so it's good to be doing something a little bit different. I tend to use the white pens as a bit of a eraser as well, for taking out areas that I'm maybe not so keen on, or that I don't deem to be working or successful. You can kind of erase bits out. While you're working on a white background anyway, obviously. You notice I keep changing up my pen size, trying to keep good variation in line width and that kind of thing. Use the same pen all the way through, same size, everything starts to look a bit too uniform, and so I like to swap it out throughout. some big marks going on, just to squeaky. See what we can do up here as well, maybe darken some of this area. Get some balance. So if you're enjoying this video and you like my work and want to see more, I'm going to be uploading stuff as regularly as I can. Plenty of time-lapse work for sure, and then I've got some interesting videos lined up which sort of kind of document the process of maybe larger pieces of work over a longer period of time, which will be interspersed with like commentary bits and time-lapse sections, and also I'd like to get a bit more of my sort of day-to-day life as an artist documented on here. So basically I'm going to be trying to do as much as I can, really get into the habit of filming stuff as often as possible. So yeah, please do like, subscribe and whatnot, and we'll be seeing you'll be seeing lots of new stuff in the future. I guess we're going to have to take a look at this area here. Let's get some scribbly texture in there. I'm ignoring the mouth area at the mix. I'm going to draw the lips in again, but I'm waiting until right at the end because I'm going to do it with my squeezy bottle, which will squeeze out a load of acrylic paint, and I don't want to have to avoid getting my hand in it because obviously it'll be wet, so I'm going to do that last. It's come together pretty quickly, really. Don't tend to push these too much further. Little quick sketches, quick drawings. I do a lot of these. Sometimes sit and do 7 or 8 simultaneously, moving from one to the next. If you have any questions about my work or whatever, do feel free to ask me questions in the comments or whatever. I always do my best to get back to everybody, so please do interact. Bit more came out of my pen than I was anticipating there. But I have to turn these, can mop some of that up, and in fact, rather than using the squeezy bottle, utilise some of that paint that's just inadvertently spilt, so as not to waste it. Rest of that will soak in. Just little tiny details. Okay, so we're going to keep this one just to black and white, I think, but in I'm going to do another video where I introduce a bit of colour, but limit myself to one colour, different shades of one colour. In the same way we've got kind of like a grayscale with this piece. Do a similar thing with one colour plus black and white in my next vid. Keep your eyes peeled for that. I'll also be doing lots of workshops and things like that, where because I use a lot of techniques in my work that kind of embrace chaos and that kind of thing, so it'd be interesting to share some of the chaotic techniques and the way I turn or like to harness chaos and turn it to my advantage, if you like. I think it's very, particularly in the way that I work, it's a very important tool for me, chaos. Okay, so leave that one at that. And then we have a finished black and white sketch. Thanks very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Thanks very much. See you soon.